going on, everybody? Jake the Bowler, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm going to show you my league bag for just a normal house shot league at King Lanes in Katanning, Pennsylvania. So the first ball that I take out of my bag in league, in my normal, winter time, Monday night league, is my Geek by Swag Bug. Now this ball right here is a force to be reckoned with. It is a symmetric pearl. It is made for dry lane conditions, but it is not something that I would bowl on a dry lane condition with. It has an RG of 2.533 and a differential of 0.044. It has the sweep pearl cover stock, as I spoke, and it is a strong ball. It's something that I can use on fresh to get through whatever is out there, and it will stay, its line will typically stay for about 3/4 of a game, if not a full game. This past vlog that I just put out, I didn't stay in it as long as I normally would, just because the amount of traffic on the lane was starting to make it read the friction a little bit too early. But I'll tell you what, fresh out of my bag, this thing is a 2. So I'm going to take you to lane to show you a couple shots with this ball. This is on a typical house shot, and I'll show you why it's the first out of my bag. So at around the beginning of game 2, or maybe even middle of game 2, depending on how long it takes for the transition to start, the next ball that I will bring out of my bag is the Holy Knight by Lordfield. Now this ball is a symmetric hybrid. It is made for medium to heavy lane conditions, but in my arsenal it is a great piece for the beginning transition. It comes out of box 2000 grit sanded. It has an RG of 2.497 and a differential of 0.057. And for me, what this provides during the beginning part of the transition is when my Geek starts to read the lane a little bit sooner than I would like it, and it starts to just be a little bit too much on the friction, I can go to this. This provides me with just a hair bit more length than my Geek actually does, and it still retains a lot of energy through the pins. This is actually one of my favorite pieces that I've ever had, same with the Geek, and just because this gives me that shape that I need in the beginning part of the transition that I didn't really have before when I flew other companies. It's just a very, very nice piece to be able to go to. It's reliable. It's one of the best that Lordfield has ever made. It's one of the companies in California. And I often hear a lot of people say that this is either the best ball ever made, and would agree with me on the time that they would pull it out of their league bag. Very, very good ball on house shot, and I'll show you a little bit of it. There goes my phone. So we're coming into game 3. There's been a lot of traffic on the lanes. It doesn't matter if you're a 4-person team, 5-person team. There's been a lot of traffic on my side of the lane. When my Holy Knight also starts to read a little bit too early and gives up just a little bit too much on the friction, I will go to my old reliable ball, the Athena by Legends, my lane map. Now this ball has gotten me out of a lot of tight spots, and I forgot to bring up the stats. Yeah, I'm a professional. Anyway, this is an asymmetric pearl. It is a heavy lane condition ball, but for me it is quite the opposite. It is what I will bring out when it's absolutely toasty on the lane. It just gets down there, it retains enough energy to get through the pins in at a good angle, and will give me the best shot when transition is full tilt. It is, like I said, a pearl. It comes out of box also at 2000 standard grid. It has an RG of 2.492, a differential of 0.051, and a mass bias of 0.023. Now, when I say that this ball is a lifesaver, I really mean that it is. I have pulled this out in transition not only on house shots, but on sports shots. And this thing, if you put it in the right part of the lane for, if you read the transition properly, you will go through and demolish that round. This ball, it's seen its fair share of lane play. I might actually have to get a new one here soon, just because I feel like I'm losing a little bit of performance out of this. But even losing a little bit of performance out of it, it is still insane, and it is still the ball that I will pull out around, end of second game, beginning of third game, depending on when your transition would hit. And even if you're in a 4-game league, which I am not, but I would probably use this the rest of the night after I would pull it out of my bag, just because it is the most reliable one that I have. I love my Geek, I love my Holy Knight, but this Athena is my go-to ball. And if you've at all watched any of my tournament vlogs, you would see that this ball is the ball that is, it seems the most lane play. But I'm going to take in the lane, show you a little bit of shots of this, and then we'll go to our 4th and final ball. That this one's a little different from all the rest, and you'll see why. And not the most perfect bowler in the world, you tend to leave pins up every once in a while. And if you're good enough, you can just flatten your hand out using one of the aforementioned 3 balls that I have just told you about. But I'm not that good. So I always keep a thin ball, and this ball you probably expect what it is. It is my plastic ball. Now my plastic ball, this is the Spare Silver by Legends, and it's gotten me out of tight situations. This thing hits like a truck if you have to pick up anything with a sleeper pin. But it's just a plastic ball. You guys really know when you pull this out of your bag. Anytime you have a spare that you're feeling not the most comfortable at shooting or hooking into it, you pull out your plastic ball. For me, I've gotten used to throwing this at every spare. It doesn't matter what side of the lane it's on. There are a choice few, handful maybe, that I will throw anything but this on. Anything that has more than one sleever in the back, or anything that I need to just cut it at a certain angle to be able to kick a pin over. Aside from that, 10 pins, 7 pins, 4 pins, 6 pins, heck, even a head pin if I completely whiff, I'm going to throw this at it, just because I feel more comfortable going straight down the lane than trying to throw something at it. But I'll show you some shots with this, and then we'll just call the video quits. So I'll see you in a second. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was a long time coming, and I know it's recorded in a different kind of setup than you used to, but this is probably going to happen a little bit more often. I'm just going to keep showing you how my bag evolves throughout the whole season, but this is right now my current lineup. Of course, we start out with the Geek by Swag Bowling, then we go to the Holy Knight by Floorfield, then to the Athena by Legends by Lane Masters, and then the old reliable Spare Ball, Spare Silver by Legends. That's it. That's my league bag. In another video, I'll show you how I get set up in my league, how I will find my first mark on the lane, but for this video, we have reached the end. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your friends. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting, and I can't wait for this channel to get bigger and the community to get bigger. And I'm humbled by all the support I've gotten, and I hope it continues. But I'll see you guys next time. See ya.